Okay, I'm really, really gonna piss some people off today with this video. And I think that we have swung the pendulum way too far to one side in new home sales. Here's my thought of what's probably going to frustrate some people and probably cost me some followers. And that is, new home sales professionals today are acting way too much like real estate agents. And there's a difference. There's a difference between new home sales professionals and real estate agents. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other. They're just different. And what I hear constantly, what I've heard constantly over the last 3 months is this saying that is driving me crazy. And I'm going to get some pushback on it, but hear me out. And that is, the contracts are out for signature. The contracts are out for signature. And I ask people what that means. And they say, well, we have a buyer and we sent them the contract. We're waiting for the signatures to come back. I sent the DocuSign. The DocuSign is out. The real estate agents are presenting the contract. And to me, these statements, these thought patterns are how real estate agents operate. And real estate agents are transactional. And I'm not disparaging. I'm not saying that they don't build some sort of relationship, but there is a difference. What is the difference in your mind between a real estate agent and a new home sales professional? Well, a real estate agent, take for example, does listings. Right? They list the house. They list the house. They put it on MLS. They do the comp analysis. They do all these things. They market it. They do everything they can to sell that house. They may even do some open houses. But what they don't do is they don't tour every customer through the home. If you want to go see a used home, what do? You get a real estate agent, your real estate agent, you go view the home. The listing agent isn't there. They're not touring you through the home, telling you how old the HVAC systems are. They're not telling you about the wall systems and the floor systems. They're not telling you about the thought pattern of how the home was designed. They're not showing you like a friend and touring you like a buyer. They're not doing any of those things because they're not even there. Your real estate agent is there. And they're presenting the home, but they're not educating you on the home. And so why does this matter? Because we have swung the pendulum way too far, where new home sales professionals are now doing the behaviors of real estate agents and not the behaviors of new home sales professionals. I heard recently on a call that in new home sales, less than 10% of customers are getting walked through a model anymore. Less than 10%. Now you say, well, how can that be? Well, we're shopping people all the time. And what we see, that new home sales professionals are not walking people through the model. We see that nobody is doing a lot walk or home site walk anymore. Very few are pricing out a home for somebody to own. They're giving them the price. And what we're finding is that the presenting of the contract is no longer a presentation. It's a transaction. I'm going to send you the contract. And so we're starting to operate like real estate agents. And I'm not telling you that something's wrong with real estate agents, but if you want to be successful in new home sales, you have to do new home sales professional behaviors, not real estate professional behaviors. The difference between a real estate professional and a new home sales professional are two different types of mindsets and two different types of behaviors. If you want to be successful today in new home sales, you have to swing the pendulum back to center, where you become the new home sales professional. What does that mean? That means that every single buyer gets toured through the model home. They get toured like a friend, but educated like a buyer. They get home site walk, a neighborhood tour. They go out in the community and they're showing them, they're selling them on the dirt. I don't care if it's an inventory home, if it's a spec home, whatever your company may call it, you still get them outside and sell them on the dirt. You come back, you present pricing, you go over pricing with the customer. You sit down and price this thing out. Again, I don't care if it's an inventory home or if it's a to-be-built home. You price it out. That's where you show value. Number four, stop sending DocuSigns out. Stop sending contracts out for signature. Present the contract. Presenting of the contract is an event. It is a milestone in the sales process. When you send it out, you break rule number 3 of selling, which is to never allow anything or anybody to sell for you. You're asking DocuSign to close this for you. You're asking the contract to close it for you. You are sitting across from the table with somebody and you are presenting it. Now I get it. If they're out of town, they're out of town. But presenting the contract is an event. If you want unbelievable success in today's market, you have to become the best new home sales professional, not the best real estate agent.